Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, being that I am wearing the color red, I'm going to be sharing the classic Guyanese sugar cake recipe. Now we all know whenever we're eating a sugar cake, it has to be that beautiful red color in order to be a true Guyanese sugar cake. Now, of course, I've shared this recipe multiple times on my channel. I've shared the traditional recipe before and the more long-winded recipe. But in today's video, I'm going to be sharing a very quick and easy sort of shortcut recipe for you all. This one right here came together in minutes. You do not have to sit there parching the coconut and toasting it and then stirring forever until it comes together. This one is going to give you that classic taste, texture without all of that work. So if you're interested to see how I put this recipe together, please keep on watching and you will not be disappointed. Of course, I've got to give a big shout out to Kavita over at Lotus Bazaar for sponsoring this video and all of the delicious sweets recipes that you've been seeing for this Navratri and Diwali season. And as you all can see, I have this awesome red outfit on. If you're looking for men's, women's, children's outfits, for big or small events, for accessories, anything under the sun, trust me, Kavita has it under her roof. Make sure you check her out. Let her know that Matthew's Guyanese Cooking sent you. I'm going to leave all of her contact information right here on the screen. And of course, I'm going to put it in the description box below the video. Just click on the drop-down menu, scroll a little bit, and everything will be listed for your convenience.
Alright, so the first thing that we have to start off by doing is making the sugar syrup to start to hold this together. So in my pot here, I have it on a medium heat. I'm going in with some sugar. I prefer to use granulated sugar for this recipe, but if you wanted to try it out with some brown sugar, you can definitely try it as well. On top of that sugar, I'm going to be going in with some water, and I'm going to keep this on the medium heat and allow it to come to a boil. Once the mixture comes to a boil, you want to make sure you regulate that heat. Don't let it boil too quick, because if it boils too quick and crystallizes, you're not going to get a good product. You're going to have to start over. What we're looking for here is a one string consistency. So as you all can see, once you see a lot of fine bubbles forming on the top, this will take almost about 10 minutes, maybe more or less, give or take, depending on your stove. But once it cools down on the spoon a little bit, you could take some in between your fingers, and when you spread it apart, you should see one string forming. That's how you know it's done. So into that sugar syrup, once it gets to the one string consistency, you want to lower the heat a little bit and then going in with your flavoring agents. Inside of my sugar cake, I want to go in with some nutmeg as well as some freshly grated ginger, but I'm also going to be going in with some cardamom as well. And like I mentioned before, a good sugar cake is always red. Now, of course, if you wanted to omit the food coloring, you could, or if you wanted to add in different colorings, you can do that as well. Mix in the coloring, and then we're going to start adding in our coconut. Now this right here is where we're going to get that shortcut recipe from. I'm using pre-grated unsweetened coconut flakes from the grocery store. If you didn't have access to this, you can go ahead and use desiccated coconut, which is more of a powdery texture. You can get that from your local Indian grocery store. And if you didn't have that and you still wanted to use some type of fresh coconut, you can also use the pre-grated fresh coconut in the frozen section of the grocery store. Totally depends on your tastes and your preferences. You can even grate it fresh at home as well. I'm just giving you some ideas for some shortcuts. And you all also know that whenever we make sugar cake in our family, our sugar cake is nice and rich and milky as well. So in order to get that richness, we're going to be going in with some milk powder. What that's going to do is not only give the richness, it's going to give some flavor, but it's also going to help to hold and bind together the coconut with that sugar syrup. So you see that I'm adding the milk powder in gradually, because although I'm going to leave a full list of ingredients and measurements in the description box down below, I wanted to let you know when you're adding in the milk powder, you're going to see how much the mixture can take. If it starts to dry up too much on you, you know you need to stop adding in the milk powder and it's ready. But for my recipe, whatever I listed down below, that's how much milk powder the recipe took. So I have a small tray here that I've lined with a little bit of parchment paper. Now, of course, if you have a smaller tray to fit the amount of sugar cake that this recipe is going to make, it'll be a little bit better, but I just worked with what I had on hand at this point. So the mixture is going to plop down very nicely onto the parchment paper. Of course, if you don't have parchment paper, you need to spray your pan, and I'm just going to smooth this out to the best of my ability to fit the square of the pan, and then we're going to wait for it to set and we can cut it later. So it's been a few minutes of sitting down, maybe about 30 minutes to an hour, and as you all can see, it's crystallized and hardened up perfectly. And all I'm doing now is I'm taking a very sharp knife and I'm cutting my sugar cake pieces. Now I like to cut these into squares. If you wanted to drop them into your tray, you can do that as well, but I just find this easier, especially if you're making a very large batch for a large crowd. This recipe is also very good to multiply if you have to make it for a big crowd, and let me tell you, this one is perfect for this Navratri season because I know we're all having pujas, we're all having big events, inviting a lot of people, and this snack is just a little bit different for you to give to your guests. You can even offer this as well as part of your parsad. And there it is, the finished sugar cake. Super tasty, all of that ginger and those spices are coming through. The full list of ingredients and measurements are in the description box below the video, so make sure you check it out. This had the perfect texture. It was a little bit soft in the middle, but beautiful and crunchy and crystallized throughout the outside as well.
Alright everyone, I really hope you all enjoyed that quick and easy sugar cake recipe. As you all can see, it came together in no time, and this right here is a perfect sugar cake recipe, especially if you have to make it for a large batch of people or a bigger event. This one is quicker, you don't have to sit there stirring like the traditional recipe is. So once again, thank you to Kavita over at Lotus Bazaar for sponsoring this video and so many others on my channel. I want to thank you for this awesome outfit. If you're all interested in getting something as cool as this, or if you're a lady, or if you're looking for your children, check her out too because there's something in store for you. Her contact information will be listed right here and in my description box below the video. If you enjoyed the recipe today, please don't forget to give it a nice big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. Make sure you're clicking that bell notification icon so you're notified every time I post one of my newest videos. And of course, drop those comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this recipe. And of course, if you check out Kavita, let me know what you thought of her selection. I'll see you all again very soon on my next video. Bye everyone.